back to Katawa Shoujo. In the last episode, we found out we had a condition called arrhythmia, where it causes for our heart to race up, and it can cause heart attacks, which can be deadly. Our character almost died when a girl confessed his love for him, or actually when she wanted to go on a date with him, and he had to go to the hospital, and yeah, now he's being transferred to a new school, a disabled school, for people who are special or impaired. And yeah, let's get going. The gate looked too far prominent for what it was. In fact, gates in general seem to do that, but this one especially so. Red bricks, black wrought iron, and gray plaster assembled into a hole that didn't feel welcoming at all. I wonder if it looked like it was a gate for a school. Should like, but couldn't really decide. Probably no. Of course, I didn't want to get stuck on thinking about the gate for too long, so I entered through it with a brisk pace and felt surprisingly good. Moving forward feels good. So I walked towards the main building of Akamata Academy with this brisk pace. I'm alone as my parents are taking my stuff to the dorms, and there's supposed to be someone waiting for me. The grounds are incredibly lush, filled with green. It doesn't feel like the kind of grounds a school would have, more like a park, with a clean walkway going past trees and the smell of fresh cut grass and all other park-like things. Words like clean and hygienic pop in my mind. It makes me shudder. I shake them off. Stay open-minded now. It's your new life. You have to take it as it comes. That's what I tell myself. A few big buildings loom behind the leafy canopies, too big and too many for just a school. Everything seems off. It's different from what I thought I knew about schools. It's an uncanny valley, even though I was told this is my new school. In the back of my head, it doesn't feel like one. I wonder if the school is real, or caused by my expectations of a school for the disabled. Speaking of that, I didn't see anyone else here. It's kind of eerie. It makes me wish there was somebody here so I can anchor myself to something tangible instead of having this feeling that I stepped into another dimension. The trees hum with the wind, and the green hues flashing all around me catch my attention. It makes me think about hospitals again, how they say that the operating rooms are painted green because green is a calming color. So why am I feeling so anxious despite all this greenery? ... Only after I stand in front of a hauntingly main building, I surprise myself by realizing why the gate bothered me. It was the last chance I had to turn back, even if I had no life I could return to. But still, after entering, there was absolutely no way I could go back anymore. Feeling nervous and with this realization set in my head, I opened the front door. Ooh, this place looks nice. A tall man with a bad posture notices me as I enter. We're the only people in the lobby, so it's only logical. Hi there. You must be Nikki? Nakai. So you are. Excellent. I'm your homeroom and science teacher. My name is Muto. Kinda like you. I don't know why. I think it's because you're a teacher. Welcome. We exchange a handshake. There is neither firm nor sloppy, and he looks at his watch. The head nurse asks for your brief check-in visit, but there's no time for that now. Oh, should I go later? Yes, afternoon is probably fine. We should get going and introduce you to the rest of the class. They're already ready. Waiting for me. I didn't really like being the center of attention, but I guess it's inevitable in a situation like this. Somehow not knowing what is waiting for me makes me feel really nervous. Thinking of this, I almost miss what the teacher is saying. I just now noticed that he is wearing a brown jacket with a blue shirt. Sir, that is out of season. You can't do that. Do you want to introduce yourself in the class? Yeah, of course. Yeah, sure. I mean, that's normal. Of course, not everyone likes to be at the center of attention. I'm probably one of those people, but I guess I should be the one to give the first impression of myself. Right, but it's no problem. Let's go then. My heart is pounding in my chest and keeps me thinking about my condition as I follow the teacher up the stairs. Oh my god, please don't have a heart attack while you're talking to these kids. Oh my god. The third door down to the third floor corridor is marked as the classroom for class 3-3. Muto opens the door and enters. Good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm late again. I hesitate for a split second at the door, freezing on the spot. Get a grip. This is a big step, I know that. But there isn't any point to worrying so much about it, at least not this soon. Hi! I see people in my class. Hello. Who are you? Oh my god. I can't have you, though, I think. I would, though. I follow the teacher into the classroom and look around, partially so I wouldn't have to meet the curious gaze of my new classmates. It's pretty spacious. The ceiling is unusually high, and there's a lot of space left over around it in between the desks. I just noticed there's kind of a lot of girls in here. 1, 2... You're a girl, I can tell. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 girls? There's only like 3 dudes. It's pretty spacious. The ceiling isn't usually... Oh, wait, did I already read that? Yeah. An entire wall taken up by blackboard and high, old-fashioned windows only make it seem larger. The students' desks are just standard wooden desks with a shelf underneath for the books and wooden chairs with metal frames. Simple and efficient. I stopped walking in front of the classroom and faced the other students. They all look normal, like students in any other school, but then why would they be here? They're probably like me and have something wrong with them, only it's just not immediately obvious. Then I noticed that one of the girls seemed to be missing a thumb on her right hand. It's a little jarring. Oh, I noticed more people. Still a lot of girls, though. Jesus, look at them all. So many girls. Hi, girls. That's what I'm here for, right? For the ladies? I don't know. Despite the natural tendency to listen when somebody's talking to you, I tune out the teacher's speech halfway through while he introduced me to the class. I notice a flash of dark hair and see that someone is looking at me. A girl with really long, straight hair that is pretty eye-catching. As she sees me, she looks back at her. She covers her face with her hands after making herself invisible. Which girl? Which one? I don't see her. I want to know who she is. There's one boy with a cane leaning against the lockers at the rear of the class. It's weird seeing someone so young with a cane. And the other girl seems to be making some weird hand motions. Sign language? She appears at me over the rims of her glasses, then go back to whatever she's doing. I see you. You're right there. She's kind of cute. So is the cheery-looking girl with pink hair sitting next to her. She's really hard to miss. I don't know how I didn't even notice her the moment I walked in. Just because she got pink hair? That's mean. Please welcome our newest classmate. He clapped his hands, and so everyone else did. And so does everyone else, except one girl in the first row who has only one hand. Oh, I cringe a little, but hide it by bowing to thanks for this applause I did not deserve. A collective silence tells me that I should open my mouth now. So, I'm Hasao Nake. And after that, my hobbies are reading and soccer. I hope to get along well with everyone, even though I'm a new student. And after that, I'm being so boring. This is exactly like every self-introduction ever. I should say something more exciting. I end up saying nothing, and the teacher picks up from there. Everyone seems to be satisfied, even with the little I said, though. A few girls are whispering to each other, throwing glances at me. I could have gotten worse. I listen to the teacher as he drones out about getting along with while letting my gaze sweep across the room. Everyone seems to be listening to him intently, and when he's done, they clap their hands again, which feels like a weird thing to do. The first row girl claps on this round with one hand against her other wrist. That end in a bandage stone. Makes me feel a little bad. We're going to be doing some group work today, so that'll give you a chance to talk with everyone. Is that okay with you? Yeah, it's fine with me. That's good. You go work with Hakamichi. She is the class representative. She can explain everything you might want to know, and who else would be able to do that better, right? How could I know? The teacher passes out the day assignments and announces that we will be working in groups of 3. It's to me that I don't know who Hakamachi is. Slow. The teacher seems to catch my helpless expression. Oh, right. Hakamachi is right there. Shizun Hakamachi. Michi? Oh, hello there. As he calls out her name, the cute, bubbly-looking girl with the bright pink hair and golden eyes waves her hands at me. I take a seat next to her by the window. Girl, your skirt is like super short. Hey, I guess you're Hakamachi, right? It's nice to meet you. Ha 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 ha. What? I'm caught off by her sudden laughter. It's nice to meet you too, but I'm not Hakamachi. I'm Mishi. This is Hakamachi. Siki-chan? Hello there. I like your hair. Giggling, Mishi points to the girl next to her, the one I saw using sign language before. Looks like she's been staring at me this whole time. She nods once nonchalantly to show that she acknowledges my presence, but only barely. She has short yet carefully neatly brushed hair, a pair of oval-shaped glasses balancing on the tip of the dainty nose, and dark blue eyes that seem to alternate every few seconds between innocently and slightly bored. It's nice to meet you. Silence. She immediately looks at Mishi, who smiles and makes a few quick gestures with her hands. Hakamachi nods and makes a few gestures of her own. She's really cute. She's cute. I don't know about you. Your curls kind of bother me, but she is cute. I like a girl with glasses, or a man with glasses. But these are chicks, so I like you with glasses. I started to wonder if the teacher was messing with me, saying things like, you'll be able to talk to people, and who better explain things to you? I can see you're a little confused, right? Right? But I understand why you would think I was oh my fucking god. Shichi-chan. Shichi-chan is deaf. I feel like I'm saying that wrong. So I'm the person who translates things back and forth for her. I'm like an interpreter. She says it's nice to meet you too. More silence. Okay. You're the new student, aren't you? Well, Shichi-chan, of course he is. If he wasn't, he would have been standing up here for no reason, right? Right? He seems like a very interesting person, doesn't he? You're doing all the talking. But I mean, she can't talk, so, we knew there was going to be a new student, but we didn't know you would be here today so soon. Hichi-chan? Hick-chan? Yep, it fits, doesn't it? Did I say it out loud? It's just a surprise. I've never liked that nickname. I don't really see how. It fits. You look like I imagined. Well, I am pretty good looking, if people remember. You look just like a Hick-chan. I wonder why everyone seems to think so. Hakamachi taps her fingers on the decks to get Mishi's attention. They gesture back and forth to each other excitedly, their hands a blur. Oh god. Mishi seems a little overwhelmed. Sorry about that. Chika-chan. I feel that seems so wrong. She-chan? Shik-chan wants to know that she's the class representative, so if there's anything you need to know, you can always feel free to ask her. Do you like the school so far? We can show you around a little if you hadn't had the time to walk around and familiarize yourself with it. Misha stumbles with her handwork a bit, making it stick out in her otherwise fluid translation. Thanks. That would be pretty helpful. Yeah, I just kind of came straight to the class today. Ha 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 ha. That's no good. You should always try to learn as much as you can and where you're going before you go there. Not with just school either. Anyway, even if it's a trip to the convenience store. Really? Sick-chan? Ha 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 ha. Oh my god, so much laughing from her. Learn about where you're going? I guess it didn't bother to do that, or just didn't care enough to do so. I didn't look forward to this, even if I committed myself to go along with it half-assedly, but anyway, I didn't say anything, and Mishi signed something that ends in a shrug. What was that? It seemed like it was about me. I feel like slumped over in my seat. Both of them were smiling, but the shrug hit me unexpectedly deeply. Look down. Are you okay? More silence. Don't take it the wrong way, please. I hate it when people are afraid to ask questions. That's how people learn things, by asking. Asking for help is perfectly normal, as much as needed help. Stop looking like you just failed a test. Wahahaha. Alright. And another thing, you don't have to call Shik-chan something so formal like Hakamashi or class representative all the time. Just call her Shik-chan. Shik-chan? Heck, she knew what she was talking about. Look at that blush on her face. Look at it. Maybe that's too casual. Maybe Shizun would be more appropriate? Yep, Shizun is fine. Okay, that would be a lot easier for me. I feel a lot more at ease. Both of them seem so friendly, so I feel like an idiot for being so apprehensive earlier, especially about Shizun, who I assume would be all business. Well, she still seems like that, just less so, I guess. Oh, she would read faces, can't she? Huh? Alright, we haven't even touched the assignment. We should start working now, or Shik-chan looking mad. The assignment is also kind of long, so we should start now if we want to finish it before the end of class. Wahahaha, that too. Shizun stares at the two of us impatiently. I don't need to know sign language to understand that. Okay, I get the message. After class, we can take a walk around the grounds together. It's a nice day too, okay? The assignment is actually very challenging to get through, combining aspects of being both difficult and unnecessarily long. Time passed. Still, we finished in a few minutes earlier than anyone else in the class, despite our late start. Shizun and Mishi are really capable. They're quite different, though. The class rep is as calm and professional as she looks, while Mishi is a lot more playful and girlish, not to mention a little more easily distracted. To be honest, the two of them did most of the work. I feel guilty about that. The clock tower is long bell and loud. The clock tower bell rings, signaling the end of the period. Time for lunch. Without knowing what else to do, I follow Mishi, who is beckoning me into the hallway and down the stairs. We descend even below the lobby where I meet Muto, down to the bottom floor. Just like everything in school, the cafeteria seems too spacious and awfully modern in contrast to the classroom interior. Its large windows open to the courtyard towards the main gate. Oh my lord, it is loud. Can I Jesus. You guys are loud. Jesus. Sorry about that. There's a cafeteria. Her enthusiasm statement about the obvious makes people around us stare, but Mishi doesn't seem to care, so we proceed in line. There's a rather long list of menu options, which seems great until I realize that many of them are to accommodate students who need special diets. How nice. It almost feels like I'm back at the hospital, eating portions measured with scientific precision to meet the needs of the patients. I pick something at random and follow Shizun to a table sitting opposite of her. As I nibbled indifferently at the food I'd rather not eat, Mishi pokes me to the side to get my attention and points at Shizun. I don't understand sign, so the point escapes me. Maybe something that the person who talks to you is proper and polite. Do you want to know something? What? About anything. We're your guide, so you should ask if there is something. I wonder. I think I got everything I need to know. Ask about the library, ask about, I don't know if I should ask about her deafness right away, so I'm just going to ask about the library, because I like to read. Oh yeah, is there a library in the school? Lately I've gotten to read it a lot, so I'd like to check it out. Mishi gives a kind of frown that makes it clear she doesn't consider reading a healthy hobby, and then picks up her smile again. There is. It's on the second floor. We can show you sometime. Thanks. I return to my food while the girls talk between themselves. Me and Shizun sign back and forth very admiringly, throwing sideways glances at me, but Mishi refrains from translating. Maybe they're talking about secret girl stuff or something. I quickly notice the conversation and sign is not enough to fill a silence. We arrived in classroom early, but we're not the first. There you are. Hi there. The dark-haired girl I noticed before is slumped over at her desk at the last row. She jumps a little when Mishi crashes into the room with elegance of a rhino. She shrieks deeper in her seat. I can feel her tension all the way from here, as if she was slowly turning into stone from her presence. Mishi and Shizun either don't notice or don't mind as they walk directly past her to their seats and begin to conversate. I'm left wondering about her. Even the classroom slowly fades with other students and finally the teacher. Getting into the rhythm of school feels strange. It's as if my brain remembers how this is done, but my body doesn't. Towards the end of class, I start yawning, counting the minutes off. I shouldn't be this tired on my first day of school. Maybe it's a long time spent in the hospital that made me like this. I'm even feeling physically weak and lifeless. Before long, the final bell rings. School is finally over for the day. Besides me, Michi and Shizun are having a short conversation. After a bit of deliberation, Michi turns to me. Unfortunately, we can't show you around today, Hiki-chan. We got to hurry already, since there's a lot of work for us to do. ... You'll find your way around here. I'm sure of it. Wait, the teacher said I have to see the nurse. Where do I have to go? Is that so? We can at least show you that much. Come on, the nurses have their own building, so we have to go outside. We join the flow of students making their way down the stairway and outside, while the girls pointing out other senior classrooms in the same hallway as ours. When we get outside, the girls make their way to the smaller buildings right next to the school. It's built in the same style, so it looks like it's actually part of the main building. This is the auxiliary building here. There are a lot of official and important business stuff inside, like Yakamuri Foundation office and all the nurses' office. They even have a swimming pool. How is that official? Look at her face. Don't be silly, Hiki-chan. It's for physical therapy, of course. Anyway, all the nursing staff at facilities are there too. The head nurse office is on the first floor. You'll be fine from here, right? We're going then. See you tomorrow. Yeah, thanks. Bye. A whole building for stuff that has nothing to do with actual education. I guess it's necessary for a place like this. I walk in, hoping that it really will be only a quick visit, like the teacher said. On a white door on the left is a green cross with the text "Head Nurse" in the nameplate. A voice from inside responds to my knock almost immediately, but I can't quite make it out. It sounded like a bit like an invitation to open the door, so I invited myself in further. The room is not large and it smells strange. A friendly-looking man turns around on his office chair to face me as I enter. His desk is neat and tidy, but the bin under his desk is overflowing with used medical utensils, and there are at least a dozen coffee cup rings littering on the desk. Hi. Hello there. What can I do for you today? He scares me. Look at his face. He's so smiley. He's young looking and sort of rugged, but dimples on his cheek washing that expression away when he smiles. Are you the nurse? Oh my god, he's a serial killer. He smiles like a person who has heard the same question hundreds of times. Well, yes, I am. It says so on the door. Nope. You can call me by my name or just the nurse like everyone else. Of course, I shake off the confusion, realizing I probably should have grabbed his extended hand. His handshake is rather firm and friendly. Right, I'm a new student, and my homeroom teacher told me to come and meet you. My name is Haso Nakai. His eyes light up with revelation. He snaps his fingers. Oh, you're that Nakai. I was just reading your file in the morning. Oh, he just opened one eye. It's creeping me out. Some kind of chronic arrhythmia and related to congenital heart muscle deficiency, right? He gestures me to sit down in a vacant armchair in front of his desk. Yes. Good. Well, you've probably been briefed about the school enough, so I'll just go over this quickly. We have all kinds of facilities available, mostly physical therapy and such. There's always someone from my staff around, even at night, so never hesitate to call as if there's a problem. The famous 24-hour nursing staff. Well, this is like a hospital. Well, not exactly. For instance, we don't do brain surgery here. His jokes feel so out of place that I'm left thinking why he even said that. Yeah, just that it's really weird to have so many medical people out of school. We'll get used to it. I'm not so sure of that myself, but I don't let the nurse know it. Now, let me just find your file again. While he searches for something from his computer and shuffles stacks of papers, I let my gaze wander around the room. It's in the atonement of generic, I like to say. Beige walls and ceiling, dark gray laminated floor, and all the equipment you expect from a school nursing office. Even the ridiculously educational posters are hanging on all four walls, reminding me to eat properly 3 times a day and from the fruit groups. Smiling. Oh, that smile. Jesus, man, you freak me out. Smiling, the nurse draws a thick file from a stack of similar thick files and opens it. So you already had medication for the arrhythmia. Just remember to take your pills every morning and every evening, or it won't be much help. Apart from that, do you do any sports? Rash stuff like, I don't know, boxing? He grins to his own joke, but I don't. Well, I played soccer occasionally with some classmates. Alright, I'm afraid I'm going to have to recommend you from refraining from doing that, at least for the time being. Oh, I like her reaction makes him raise an eyebrow, but really, I'm not too bothered by him forbidding me to kick a ball around. I guess I never really did it out of burning passion for the sport, just to have something to do. Any kind of concussion might be dangerous to your heart, and risking another attack is not a good idea. Was the previous one caused by the sudden concussion to the chest area? There is no mention of the cause in your papers, or not exactly. I sidestepped the question acceptably, and he places on me from his papers with one more serious expression on his face. So you need to keep your body healthy, so some exercise would do you good. You have physical therapy and such available, as I said, but I don't think you really need such heavy measures. Just get some light exercise regularly. Brisk walls. Oh wait, I just missed it. Dang it. If you really want to see it, you can pause it. No, just read it. Laptop's out. So I was just told. You were? Very good. At this rate, I'm sure you have been told this before. You just need to take care not to overexert yourself. He wakes his finger around to emphasize the point. No need, really. I heard this 1,000 times already. Absolutely no unnecessary risk. Take care of yourself. Okay. He goes over my papers one more time and sets them on the desk, obviously content. Oh my god, that face. OMG. I mean, why did I say OMG? That was dumb. Good. That's it then. Come meet me if you ever need something. Later. I'm unssured out before I even realize it. A quick visit indeed. I end up standing in front of the main building and the auxiliary building, although to my eyes they still look one and the same. It's the first real look I get at the other students, so I'll watch people coming out of the school going towards the gate or the dorms. Everyone seems to know where they are going. As I still keep thinking that most of them don't look too special for being students at a special school, then again, neither do I. Does that make me one of them? One of us? ... I should go somewhere too, to prevent me from getting lost. It's around dinner time, but I feel tired and still hungry. The weirdness in me only grows as I trudge towards the dorms, set a little way apart from the main building complex. Oh my! This is very pretty. There is a garden of sorts between the school and the dorms, shrubbery, flowers that overbear small, fresh-cut grass that fills the atmosphere. It dawns on my tired mind that the smell feels novel because I haven't been outside at all for so long. Is that graffiti? The dorm building is big and made of red bit. Like the others, it feels way too pompous for what it is, so I push forward going inside. Freaking doorknobs in the middle of the freaking doors. That's weird. It takes some more time than necessary to fish out my key I was given from my pocket. Room 1-1-9. Despite the overend exterior, the inside of the dorm is fairly new, functional, and boring. Just like the main building, the halls and doors are wide to accommodate wheelchairs. The same goes for the elevators at the end of the hall. I poke my head around the corner of the common room door. Inside, a few students are watching television. One nods and gives a quick hello before turning back to the TV. Seems that only the girls around here are sociable. I suppose that's perfectly fine with me. I climb the stairs to the upper floor. Wait, there's girls in your building? What? There's girls and boys here? Oh my god. I didn't know they did that. Here, small corridors branch off from the main hallway. Each of these mirror halls seem to have a toilet and a shower as well as 4 rooms. About halfway down the hall, I spy room 119. The nameplate on the door is adjacent to mine or blank. I guess there are just 2 of us here now. Light shines from below the door of room 117, so I knock lightly. Hello? Is anyone home? From inside I hear a few movements, and the clicking of the way more than locks than I thought these doors had. After a moment, the door squeaks open. I think I like you. I don't know. I like your glasses. You're cool with me. A bespectacled boy is standing at the door. Hey, he is looking at me very intently through his extremely thick glasses. Who is it? Blind? Well, at least not completely. Why would he have eyeglasses if he was? Oh my god. He leans closer to me until our noses are almost touching. His breath stinks of garlic. Oh my god. I like him. It's not that guy. I'm moving to the next room. I thought I should introduce His face suddenly brightens in realization. He stands back upright, thrusting his hand out and smiling greeting, almost straight in my diaphragm. Oh, sup, dude? The name's Kenji. Ha. I take Kenji's sweaty hand and shake it, still a little rattled by the sudden change of attitude and vehement welcome. There are some suspicious-looking people going in and out of your room earlier. It was probably my parents. Your parents? You sure? Because they could have been some other people too. You can't judge a book by its cover. His out-of-place proverb is left hanging between us awkwardly as I try to think of some way to respond. I say the chances are high enough. He shudders and makes some exaggerated hand gestures. You are awesome. Your brain mound is out. Me? I don't think I could trust the chances. The only one I can trust is myself. Does that mean I shouldn't get to know you either? He thinks about this for a while. A wise decision. Damn, you're smarter than you look. Probably. What do you look like? What do you look like? I hope not smart. What? Oh my god. He squints his eyes and leans closer again, but I lean backwards to dodge it. Never mind, it doesn't matter. With that, he turns, fumbles around for a moment in search of the door handle, and shuts the door behind him. I slide the key into the lock of the door marked 119. Bleak, beige walls, white linen, a desk made of some type of light wood, ugly curtains. It's no one's room, personally, like my own hospital room was. My bags are sitting at the foot of my bed, looking a lot emptier than they did this morning. The closet is sitting open, stocked with my clothes. Also, it seems that there are a number of school uniforms hanging there as well. A note is pinned on the sleeve of one of my shirts. Hi, Kid-chan. We unpacked your things and made your bed. They said that if these things don't fit, then you should go by the office tomorrow. If you have any problems, you can always call us. Love, Mom and Dad. Well, at least I don't have to worry about unpacking. Kinda hope I would have, but then there was something to do. It's still too early. I put the note down on the desktop and I lie down on the bed, feeling drained. Lying there makes me want to read something, but I have nothing with me. I wonder if the hospital conditioned me for wanting to read whenever I have nothing to do. The restless urge just keeps growing and I have to stand up. Maybe it's stress or something. I was pretty nervous about it coming, and for the entire day to day 2, I still am, I think. Damn, I have to distract myself somehow so I won't be this unnatural all the time. Tomorrow I'll go borrow some books from the library. Yeah, I'll do that. But for now... Oh, you be taking your pills. The bottle of medication neatly arranged on my nightstand catch my eye. I pick one up and shake it just to hear the continents rattle inside and then read the glued-on pharmacy label. Hisao Nake, 2 tablets daily to stay alive. It doesn't really say that, but it's just, well, it's kind of twisted having your life dependent on chemicals like this. I resent it a little, but what choice do I have? With a sigh, I begin my new daily ritual of taking the right number of pills from each bottle, being careful to check the correct dosage. I lie down again, feeling hollow and uncertain, and after that I keep staring at the blank, unfamiliar ceiling for a long time. And it's nighttime. It doesn't start looking more familiar, not even after darkness falls, and long shadows draw across my room like fingers. The sheets feel slightly more comfortable, warm, and the nest like against the chill that passes from the room. For room temperature here. Soon the lighter shade of darkness that is the ceiling looks like every ceiling does at night, and it becomes the only thing I recognize anymore. The night beckons me to sleep, and I feel the coldness of unfamiliarity and fear creeping up my spine once again. I keep drifting further away from the world I knew. Bada boom. Well, everyone, I think I might stop here, so I will see you guys later. Goodbye.